Welcome back. The COVID-19 pandemic affecting our entire community. Many people facing challenges of homelessness. Tomorrow's Perspectives with Eric Reynolds talks with local agencies who are providing service for those in need. And Eric, you're talking about homelessness some, but you're also exploring a few other things as well.
We are indeed talking to three top executives of three agencies who serve different sectors of the community, and one being the Mobile Area Chamber of Commerce. We have Bill Sisson on. He's the president CEO, and he's talking about what the mood is right now in the business community and the fear of losing businesses due to this pandemic, as well as what the chamber has been doing to help our local businesses. And one of the things that we talk about in the interview are surveys that they did throughout this last two and a half months, where they actually called the businesses, talked to people directly to find out where they were, what the needs were, if they had concerns about staying open or bankruptcy. And then, of course, they just completed a major survey as well, to where they've been able to get some more information to add into the mix of what can we do to help our business community. And one of the other things I think was very interesting, they had a virtual job fair to help them find employees to restaff when opening.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. One of the things that was talked about during this time over the past few months here was how some of the big box stores were able to remain open during this time, but several small businesses had to shut down.
Been very tough because depending on what type of service you offer, the square footage of your store, just a lot of factors are taking place when you talk about social distancing, how your employees work around each other, just a lot of complicated decisions to make. And so unfortunately we have lost some, as well as others who are now trying to gear back up, since some of the stay-at-home orders, of course, have been rolled back, and trying to open the business community. So it's been tough. And involved in that, our substance abuse sector of the community, where people who are dealing with those challenges. We talked to Virginia Guy because there was an opioid epidemic going on in the last 2-3 years around the country, and of course here in our area. And so we talk about how those people have been fighting with the demons, as well as the aspect of being locked in and the depression possibly from that. And so there have been some changes in that area, and some of their numbers have really exploded in the wrong direction.
Tough to talk about, yeah, but when you talk about a loss of jobs, a loss of businesses, that can lead to substance abuse. Substance abuse can in turn lead to homelessness at times.
That's right, very good point, because in the homeless community, the agency that we talk with, Housing First Inc., they look at the numbers of different cases they're dealing with, and those numbers have increased as well, because the loss of the job, employment, your business where you're going bankrupt, and there are people who are literally trying to hold on to their homes. And so they're reaching out now saying, what can we do? What are our rights? With this being a situation that's out of our control, we didn't bring this on ourselves. And so a lot of agencies, like the three executives coming on tomorrow, they're sharing some good insight into what's going on in our neighbors' homes that we may not know about, because everybody's trying to get back up and stay afloat.
Yeah, when it affects one facet of life, then it trickles down into this area and then that, and sooner or later everyone has been affected by what is going on right now.
So true. And one of the things that I think Virginia Guy talks about in our interview is the aspect of what we're modeling for our children while we're staying at home more. And she gives us some recommendations of things to focus on instead of doing things that might lead to possible substance abuse issues, like alcohol sales have been up during this last 2.5 months. And so giving us some good information, like a good mom, dad kind of talk to you, remind you, no, you don't need to do that right now. Don't let that be a new habit.
All right, well, when can we tune in to watch this very important episode of Perspectives?
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here on Fox 10, of course, after our morning news with Asha and Matt. And then if you can't catch it then, it's always going to be available on our website, where all of the past episodes, as well as our Fox 10 YouTube channel.
All right, and some of those past episodes include 3 other parts exploring the coronavirus pandemic. So go back, check that out. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Eric, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Joe.
Appreciate it. Right. Chelsea.